All right, so as you can see on our schedule for the day, we're not going to really need a tremendous amount of instruction here because it's something that we've already done. But the numbers are beginning to increase, right? And your strength should be beginning to increase as well. Um, congratulations on moving forward. If you actually look at the schedule of days, it's going to progressively get more difficult as we creep up towards the end of the month. So, congratulations to everybody that's doing it, that's hanging in, that's posting, and letting everybody know, hey, I finished. If you're not doing that, I mean, some people are just shyer. I'm not mad at you for it. If you're doing it privately, good for you. If you're not so shy about it though, and just haven't really shared it, do it. There's nothing wrong with holding yourself accountable, and that's kind of the main point of me having this talk today is not really going to be on instructing people in terms of forms or new techniques or things like that today. Today it's going to be more about the accountability piece because to some people accountability is just saying I did my workout for the day and they post it, right? And that is a form of accountability, and I encourage it. I want more people to do it, really. Please do it. It's a great way for you to kind of put your numbers on the board and say, see, you're not alone, and I did it too, or I don't see anybody else doing it, but I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. I'll never forget what it was like when I saw the first person put it out there. I said, I didn't ask for that. It just came organically, right? That is an amazing accountability sign. Now, there's other forms of accountability, though, I just kind of want to touch on with people because, it's not just about saying, hey, I did it. What about the accountable reasons for the actual reasons why you're here today? People say, well, John, I want to get fit. I know, but let me say it to you this way, right? The number one reason that I hear from people is, well, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. I have X amount of pounds to lose. Okay, so now you have some accountability and you have a goal, okay? But having a goal and understanding what the goal means to you or why the goal needs to be achieved are also part of that accountability piece. It's an honest look at the inside of your own heart, your inside of your own feelings as to why you're really here. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. There are going to be some people that say, no, John, I just really am motivated by you and I want to take 10 or 20 pounds off our frame. Right? Now, that's fine. But, there's other people that I've had somebody say to me, I need to lose 100. I need to lose 70. I need to lose, 50 pounds. So when you're admitting these things, right? How you'll figure out how important that really is to you is understanding where that incentive and drive to change comes from. And usually it stems from a health concern. It stems from, I want to do more things with my kids. I miss playing golf or tennis or basketball. I want to go dancing again and I don't feel great in my dress and my shoes or, there's many reasons why people get motivated to get fit, right? But it usually stems from something deeper than that. There's usually some kind of pain inside that it's stemming from. Now, it won't be everyone that's that way, okay? But a lot of us have that. And a lot of us are afraid or shy with that pain. Do you know how hard it is for me to tell you people exactly the things that I went through? Do you know that there are people in this room right now that I went to elementary school with who don't even know that I was bullied? They have no idea because I would hide it. I wouldn't tell them. There's girls that I went to school with in Buffalo, probably have no idea, probably have no clue that I was ever bullied by a lot of the guys that we went to school with when we were younger. And I want to be going on the record here to say that nobody in this room right now is one of those people. But if they were, they're welcome because I don't hold things against people like this, okay? You have to understand that those people have a significant place in my life. They built part of my character. It was tough, right? It was tough. It was tough. But they're the ones who installed the chip on my shoulder. Okay, now as adults, I can guarantee you if they were here and I said it to them, they probably don't even remember. They probably don't even remember the names they called me. They probably don't even remember that when I was in 5th grade in Mr. Files' class, that my desk was close to the door, okay? And right outside that door, we had a water fountain. And Mr. Files was a tough SOB of a teacher. I did not care for him. Most of the people who had him would agree that he was awful, just not a fun teacher to have. But he did let us get up to go get those drinks from the water fountain during our day at a couple points, right? And do you know, one of the things I experienced was, and I could guarantee you, unless you were in my class and actually witness and remember it happening, you're not going to know. Okay? But I remember you used to go out to that water fountain. I would be like the first one there, right? Because my desk was so close. I would be drinking out of that water fountain, completely just enjoying having a quick drink, right? And as I'm having that drink, I remember getting punched in my stomach and getting the shit wind knocked out of me so many times by a couple different guys who thought it was funny and would tell me, hey, get your fat ass to the back of the line. We drink first, not you. Now, that's crazy if you think about it. These kids were 10 years old. 10 years old, okay? 10 years old, and that's real life. That's true. That really happened, okay? Nobody came to my defense. None of the girls were like, oh, that's so awful. Don't do that to him. You know, so, I mean, that's just one thing, you know? I mean, there's many. But, I mean, to be 10 years old and to be taught that you should get to the back of the line because you don't look a certain way and we deserve this drink of water from the fountain during our day more than you do. You know, because your desk is closer than ours, we're jealous and mad. We're going to punch you in the stomach. Like, I'm telling you, knocked the wind out of me, dropped me to my knees. One day I actually banged my face on the water fountain because somebody hit me so hard and knocked the wind out of me that I instantly dropped to my knees, and I fell over and I hit my face right on it. Like, these are stories that my mom and dad don't even know because I didn't want to tell them. Because my mom and dad were always protective, you know, and I didn't want to have parents sticking up for me all the time. So, you know, where you're coming from matters. Where your pain is coming from matters. Those are the things that create the kind of accountability that makes you show up every day. The chip on your shoulder is not a bad thing, okay? It is what builds your character, okay? Period. And use that as fuel. Use that as motivation. Use me and my story as, holy shit, you really can change, right? Because if you don't tap into your pain, if you don't resonate and relate to my pain, it can be different. But if you don't feel angry for me, if you don't feel sad for me, you know, if you don't feel that, wow, I can't believe it, really? Like over a drink of water that they were punching this dude in the stomach? That's true life. And not one of those guys is in the room, okay? But they can come in the room and they can see what they've created. They can come in the room and I'll forgive them and help them get where they need to go, because the likelihood that they're in the same place that I am right now is slim to none. And I know that, you know? So, you know, tap into your pain. You know, find the real reason why you're here. Because I want to point something out very, very critical to you. If you tell me that you're here to lose weight, fine. If you have 15 or 20 pounds, fine. Maybe you don't have a real deep-rooted pain story. If you have, you know, 20, 30 pounds, maybe it's not deep, but maybe it is. Maybe it's something having to do with, well, I've never been able to get my weight off of my frame since I've had kids. Or, you know, I was picked on and bullied my whole life. You know, my family, you know, worked crazy hours. My mom and dad didn't have the time to spend time on teaching me nutrition, but I want to learn that now, because the pain that it caused me as a child, the ridiculing, the bullying, those kind of things, the things that made me want to jump off a bridge, quite honestly, and not even think twice about it, those are the things that you need to tap into. Because I want to be very clear, whether you have 15 pounds or you have 50 pounds, 70 pounds, 100 pounds to lose, let me ask you a question here that I really want you to think about, okay? Once you've lost the weight, once you've achieved your 70 pounds, what then? Are you just going to stop? Are you gonna not stay in this groove that you're in? Because let me explain something to you. Weight loss is temporary. Fitness is forever. Okay? I want you to really take that in. Weight loss is temporary and fitness is forever. Okay? And I want you to understand that at the end of the day, if you really, really, really want to achieve fitness in life, you're going to have to make it part of your everyday routine. Okay, because once you lose 50 or 70 pounds, you can't just go, oh, well, I can sit back and I'm not going to work on those biceps and I'm not going to hit the treadmill and I'm going to have that slice of pizza and, I'm going to eat that hamburger. Listen, fitness is forever. Weight loss is temporary. It is something you need to really take in and take in deeply, okay? Because once the weight loss is done, what are you going to do then? You can't just say, "Yay, I've achieved my goal, and I'm gonna be fit forever." That's not how it works. Okay? Weight loss is temporary. It is something that we achieve. It is a goal. It is a great feeling. But once it's done, my philosophy is, why would you stop? Make it your lifestyle. Make it part of your day, like showering and brushing your teeth, right? Make it part of your day, like getting ready for work, okay? Because the reality is, if you don't stay on it and make it part of your lifestyle, make a change to your lifestyle, you are creating a temporary environment that is ultimately going to set you up for failure, okay? You need to make it part of your everyday routine, okay? I don't care what it is. You need to tap into that pain and understand why you're really, really here. Okay, because if you don't tap into that, you will have such a less likelihood of making it part of your daily routine. It will be something that you said, yes, I tapped into my accountability, I attacked it, and I got where I needed to be, yay, goal over. But eventually what's going to happen is that weight is going to creep back in because you're not practicing good habits. You are practicing temporary habits, okay? Temporary habits will give you temporary results. If you want permanent results, you're going to have to make permanent life changes. And how you do that is by staying consistent and understanding the fucking reason why you're here, okay? So when you watch this video, I really want people to post down below, tap into that pain and tell me what it is. If you're bold enough to do it, tap into that pain. Say, hey, listen, I was bullied, or hey, I had a drinking problem. Hey, I've been addicted to drugs or alcohol, and I found a way to find comfort in food. Now I want to find comfort in getting fit, But tap into that, and if you're shy about it, send it to me directly. I'm not going to release that to anybody, but I'm divulging to you, right? And I think doing it in a group setting where you go, this is my story, or a part of it. These are a part of my painful points that have led to my previous demise and to my ultimate victory, okay? And, how are we going to move, once we have achieved that goal and achieved victory, how are we going to move towards a better life and staying like this so that we feel empowered not only by our own story, but we feel empowered by releasing that story to others so they can feel that and share that joy and begin their own journey. A journey is exactly that. It's something that people should do together. I don't believe that journeys are necessarily something that you should have to do alone. I did mine alone. It was much, much harder, people. Okay, so to have somebody like me at my time leveraging their kind of information and stories and their pain is huge, 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 huge. Okay, that is why I'm here for you, because I want to make a difference, okay? But you've got to create your own success story. You have to have your own pain points that identify why this journey began. And when you're on this journey, I call it the journey bus, right? Get people on the fucking journey bus with you. Bring them on the bus with me, okay? And take them for the ride, okay? Nobody cares if you went to the Grand Canyon and said, oh yeah, I went to the Grand Canyon, it was great, if you don't share pictures of the Grand Canyon. Why do you think people are always liking your damn photos? Because you're taking them on a journey. This is no different, okay? Start today, really. Tap into that pain. Tell me why you're here, okay? And be honest. And I will share more of my pain points for you as we go along, okay? Because it's critical for you to understand that there are some bad things that create these habits. Sometimes it's simple things, and sometimes it's very, very hurtful things that we may be feeling embarrassed or shy. I'm beyond that point. I've forgiven those people. you need to hear where I came from so you understand. So you guys have a blessed day. Seriously, I hope you really enjoy it. I know this is a longer than normal video, but these kind of videos and story sharing videos are just, I think that they have a huge value to people. Share this, pass it around, let other people know, that there's a real person that's really training people, that has really come from nowhere to somewhere, come from the bottom to the top, come from fat to fit, and is not afraid to talk about it, is not afraid to shed tears in front of you, shed tears for you. You know what I mean? Lift you up. That's why I'm here. Okay? So you guys really seriously are a blessing to my life, and I mean that. And it would be a blessing to mine for you guys to share my stories, share my advertisement, share it, because my ultimate goal is to really change the world in the way they view things and how things happen for them. Okay? Love you guys. Have a great day. Kick some ass. I want to see lots of posts, please. Okay? Have a great day.